Hey folks, how you doing? It's Paul. We're going to go ahead and run through the news. I'm going to give you a really quick update. We got Bitcoin at 34,100. We've got gold is at about 1810, and we've got silver at $26.21, something along that line. We'll check the Dow right now, and then we're done with the financials, okay? So let's take a look and see what the Dow did today. It's up 104 points, okay? Now, straight into the news we'll go, and let's have a look, and we'll see what's going on, okay? The good old Drudge Report, okay? Here we go. Let's see what's going on in the world of Drudge. Okay, well, it says here, Book shock. Trump told chief of staff that Hitler did a lot of good things. You can't get away with saying something like that in a power of position. I'm not in a power of position. I only have 10 subs, but it's not wise to say that. Now, is it true? In some ways, yes. Okay, in some ways. They tried to get everybody united. That's what they were trying to do. And they were trying to take over the world, which was opposite of what the Russians were trying to do, although maybe similar. They had a peace pact. They signed a peace treaty between Russia and Germany, which neither one had any intention of fulfilling. So the problem that I have with this is that people are just going to have a knee-jerk reaction to this because it's what we've been raised on, and I believe that too. But you know that I collect German death cards, and a lot of us have been raised to believe that the Germans just died and they were ashamed of themselves when they were soldiers and everything, and the opposite is more or less true. Maybe not all of them, but their families put down that they died heroic deaths and that they were fighting Bolshevism. You're living through it now, because if Russia would have attacked Poland and taken Germany, it could have been really bad too. Okay, because Russia's a communist country and full of Bolsheviks. So what do you want me to tell you? Now, this is a death card, I think. Let's take a look at it. All right. Trump said that that Hitler did some good things. Well, everybody's done some good things. It doesn't mean he's a good person. Now, let's take a look at this, and we'll see what this is all about. Okay. Here is a soldier, and this is not World War II. This is World War I. And there was a reason why I bought this card, and it was a little bit costly. But I have a little collection of these. But this card right here, I know for a fact that this man died. Guess what he died of? He was poisoned to death. He got hit with mustard gas. How do you like that? And that's really, really rare. You don't see that. I've been dealing with these for 2 or 3 years now. I've never seen a victim of mustard gas. And they only had that in World War I. Although at Normandy, when we were going into Normandy, they were worried about it. The Americans, the British, and the Canadians were very, very worried about it indeed. They thought that Germany would pull out all the stops. I don't think they used it, but they were really afraid of it. So this poor man died a terrible death with inhalation of inhaling poisonous mustard gas. So it's just another interesting card of mine. That's World War I. We won't get into it, but yes, Hitler tried to bring people together into a united cause, and they felt it was necessary to stop Russia before Russia took them. That was the whole basis of the idea. Hitler was an absolute maniac, and he was a megalomaniac, power-hungry megalomaniac, and was a master manipulator, as what you see going on now. Okay? I won't say anything more. Let's just go ahead and get right into the news. Okay, so he said Hitler did a lot of good things. Okay. Flashback, kept Adolf's speeches by his bed? Question mark. This is Haiti's president? I don't know. Haiti president assassinated? Gunmen stormed residence, claimed to be DEA agents. Footage posted on socials. U.S. to send troops in? Question mark. Well, you never like to get involved, but that don't sound right, does it? In fact, that's pretty bad. Not that I'm real heavy Haitian lover, but I think it may be time for us to do something about that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay? I don't know enough about it on the surface. This looks like you need the boys in camo. You know what I mean? Remember they had some shit going on there back in, 94 or whatever it was? And Jimmy Carter went over there and I guess settled things down, and we had troops going over there that were already on the way, tanks and everything, and Jimmy Carter got them to back down. The whatever it was, that was back in 80 and I don't know, in 90 or something, 92? I forget now. All right, let's keep going. Anyway, evidently the man was assassinated. Fire erupts on ship, causing explosion that rocks Dubai. I'm going to take a look at that because it's in red, so I don't know what's going on. Fire erupts on ship, causing explosion, rocks Dubai. I'm looking to see if there's anything here. You know what? We're not going there. I don't care. All right? It's too far away. I don't want to take time away from my newsread. We're already at 7 minutes plus. New Lambda variation causes concern for WHO. My God, they're concerned. Well, you should be concerned too, for a different reason, by the way, in my opinion. Warns of epidemiological stupidity of early reopening. You think I'm making that up? Oh, you mindless idiots that wanted to just go out and walk around and just go out without a mask and all this other monkey business? We need to follow the Chinese pattern. You need to see how smart that Latina woman was. That Latina woman there who told me today that Maduro is not forcing it on people, that people have to pay under the table $100 or more just to get it. Thing one and thing two. My goodness. And then for my benefit and for her benefit, because she saw that I was a crazy anti-something, she just said that this is a real smart, probably the smartest Venezuelan woman in the world, okay? Probably the smartest in the world, and she knew it. She was very smug, and she said that she didn't know, and I told her, I said, look, Rodrigo Duterte is threatening to put people in jail in the Philippines about thing one and thing two because of the low turnout. And then she said, for my benefit, by the way, that she said she didn't know, and people are paying to get it, okay? Not that they have to be forced into it. And I said, yeah, but isn't that the Chinese one over there? Isn't Maduro close to the Chinese? And she said, oh, Chinese one, Russian one, American one, we don't care. And she said, I'll take any of them just to shut me up. You understand? You're talking about, that may be the smartest woman that ever lived. I mean, forget Cleopatra or anything like this. This is probably the smartest woman that has ever been on the planet. Seriously. I mean, I think Elizabeth Taylor was pretty smart too. But I think this woman even is smarter than Cleopatra. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying that. I think she played Cleopatra, so I'm a little bit foggy here, okay? Let's move on, all right? Let's move on. That is very close to forehead in hand time. We need to follow that Chinese model, okay? Let's get these people put into their homes and keep them there, okay? No more of this work business. Work schmirk. We don't need it. We're reopening too soon. You mindless idiots. Tampa dodges another hurricane as Elsa weakens, stays offshore. That's what I suspected. I mean, they might get tornadoes or something like that, and they might get gusty winds and squalls and all that, but you don't get too many hurricanes that come in from the other side. Not that it can't happen, but it's really rare, as far as I can tell, living here for so many years. It may gather strength now and get into, let's take a look at the computer cone. Let's see where it's headed for. Oh no, it's just going to go straight up the East Coast. So it's done. It's just going to be a rain system. Okay, it says here, studies suggest cell phones sharply increase tumor risk. Folks, this could be part of the psyop. You know why? Because as we go along, more and more, thanks to thing 1 and thing 2, I think you're going to see a sharp rise or a noticeable rise in that tumors. Okay? And I think that is the beginning of trying to soften the blow. Studies suggest cell phones sharply increase tumor risk. Okay, well, we've had cell phones now for what, 23 years, right? Like seriously, like where everybody has one now, 23, 24 years, right? Pretty common, 23 years, 22 years certainly. By 99, most of us had cell phones, right? Well, now they're getting ready to prep us for all these people that are going to get cancer. Could that be what it is? As defense? Not to relate it back to thing 1, thing 2, thank you? Huh? You think? Maybe? Or no? You see, folks, I'm just a skeptic. I guess I can't prove anything. I'm just putting it out there. Let's see. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not going to read it unless it's interesting. Dangerously low blood supply forces hospitals to postpone surgeries. Opening night movies fall flat at the Cannes Film Festival. It's in France, I think. Shootings in L.A. hit troubling highs. Officials brace for violent summer. Faces our next target for fraudsters. Horror. Grizzly bear attacks. Kills bicyclist camping in Montana. Folks, nature isn't all it's cracked up to be. I do remember very vague parts of my literary adventures in high school, and I read begrudgingly Call of the Wild by Jack London about that, what was that, like a wolf or whatever the hell it was. And I can remember my teacher saying that the book portrayed nature as evil and patiently waiting to take advantage and hurt people. Sometimes it's true. Okay? Sometimes it's true. Okay. Gallup poll indicates that life satisfaction at a record high. There's a list of best states to retire in. I'm not going there. A sign of life found on Saturn's moon? Is that a joke? Because I keep listening to that at night when I go to sleep, you know? Like I just try to get to sleep and I put on something that's like interesting like that. Is that true? Sign of life found on Saturn's moon? That's a big deal. I don't know why it's not. Search for life on Saturn moon Enceladus. Enceladus. Cloud sign of life found on Saturn's moon with huge salty ocean hidden beneath clouds. A new study suggests that this could be a sign of life on Encephalus or just evidence of a chemical process we don't yet understand. Beneath the moon's icy surface, there's thought to be a salty subsurface ocean. This water bursts through the icy crust, sometimes in giant plumes. I remember that shooting up into the space. They were like 7 miles high or something. 5 miles high. It was going off. All right. All right. Well, I'm not going to read any more because I don't have any proof of it. It's just a theory. Claim says Tesla asked Chinese government to help censor critical social media. Just what you mindless idiots are getting here, which is why we go belly up and we get 8 subscribers and 11 subscribers, because the powers that be censor everything, and you're too stupid to understand it or even care. Okay? I care. Bitcoin fraud concerns draw scrutiny from regulators. I read it today. China is starting to crack down. They're going after places that sell it and this and that and keep it. They're going after it. They're going after it seriously. And pretty soon, like I told you, Bitcoin people, 22 million, even if there's 22 of them left, you're not going to want to touch it. You're not going to be within, you don't want to be within 100 feet of it. Okay? But that's just my opinion. FTC amasses vast new powers. What is that? Linda Khan's power grab. The new chair snatches unilateral authority and rescinds bipartisan Obama-era standards. You know what? I'm going to wait for the movie. I don't want to waste time for that. It says the best pizza city in America is Portland, Oregon. The UK to ban boiling lobsters alive. Then they show a lobster there. What it's like to attend a COVID-19 safe sex party. Sounds exciting. Sign me up. Miss Mexico pageant hit by mass outbreak. Half of contestants positive. Oh my God! Oh, folks. Really? Do you want to be like that mindless, stupid, pompous ass Latino woman like I talked to today? That is very, very full of herself. That one. You want to be like her? Huh? That thing? You talk about dumber than a box of rocks? Who thinks she's at the top of the game? That's willing to look down on everybody that's an anti? More of those anti-people. How dare you not support this and go along with it? And put down everybody else. How dare you not do that? Stupid mindless twit. You stupid dumb you-know-what. Let the games begin. Japan prepares state of emergency for Tokyo. From Wuhan to Paris to Milan, the search for patient zero. I could say something, I'm not going to. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Julian Assange won't be held in Supermax jail if extradited, USA insists. I'm sorry, I don't believe anything that the U.S. says about this. They're going to get into his brain and he won't have jello by the time he's done up there in his skull. You understand? They want to know what he knows, and they are going to get it. Ooh, poor guy. Looks like Jim Carrey flouts airport mask mandate. Photos. John Kerry flouts mask mandate at airport. Well, we all have to appear that we're just one of the other people who just can't help but take it off for a second. Probably just took it off for a second. So don't worry about it. John Kerry's as good as ever. Okay? Cheaper to buy some cars new rather than used. Flying is a mess this summer. Travelers share horror stories. I touched on this yesterday. It all revolves around the scam, okay? And what you have to do when you're scam life. You understand? Won't go there. Mystery grows over why thousands of jellyfish gathering along the Rhode Island coast. It's so hot, Canada's sea creatures cooking to death. A study, 3 nights of poor sleep causes great deterioration in well-being. Of course, that's why they use it for torture. Okay, folks, that's it. I wish it could have been a little bit more exciting. It wasn't, or should I say twasn't. Love you guys, and I'll see you later, okay? Goodbye.